Hey guys, this is chamfooty, and this is the comparison video of the Nike Mercurial Superfly 1, 2, and 3s. So basically, I'll be telling you the basically good things about each shoe and the bad things. First, you have the Superfly ones. This is the second colorway. Technically the first, because the first one was the I believe Max Red and silver on the front with a black Nike sign. Those were recalled because the Superfly, the upper material, the synthetic, was too thin, so it ripped. They had to recall all those back, and this was the official release of the Superfly ones. Changes from the Vapor 4s from these is that they got a carbon fiber plate, or from the SL versions, actually they had the carbon fiber, but so I guess it's not much of a difference. Oh yeah, but it's reinforced now, so it's a lot stronger than what's found on the SL versions. The system is pretty much the same as the Vapor 4s, but they have holes on the back and in the midfoot ones. These do become a hassle instead sometimes, because if you're playing on a wet surface, you tend to get a big chunk of mud right here, and it makes the shoe a lot heavier. This isn't the this isn't the lace cover that it comes with, but I just changed it out with the when they were doing the Nike Red campaign. And yeah, so the benefits of the shoe is the ball sticks to the shoes very well. It's just something about the material. It makes it much easier to dribble with the ball. Fit wise, it's quite narrow. It's a narrow fit. It's a similar fit to the Vapor 3s, but more comfortable with no blisters, especially because they have no that heel cushioning inside. And yeah, make sure you check out the full review of the shoe, and I'll put a link up right now. And yeah, this is the bag that came with. It's probably the first Nike shoe that came with like a single bag for each shoe. And these are the Superfly 2s. This is the first colorway, and I have to say that they did improve from the Superfly ones. Comfort wise, these are a lot harder to break into, only because the material is also thicker now. It's still supple in a way. It takes a lot of time to break in, but once you break into these are very comfortable. From any of these three cleats, I did not get blisters, which is pretty amazing, because Vapors used to give me blisters crazy, especially the Vapor 4s. And yeah, the weight difference is they basically go from light, heavier, and heaviest. And it's still light. It's all the first one was around 185 grams. This was 215, and that I think is 225, 220ish, 225. I can't confirm it because I don't have a weight scale. But and yeah, so again, the material is much thicker on this. It's reinforced all around the shoe, and as you can see, it's the toe box is just a bit bigger on the Superfly 3s. It's raised up, so shooting is a bit more awkward than it was. Oh, I think it was because of the stronger Superfly or stronger fly wire use. There's more Superfly wire in the shoe than the Superfly ones. It's hard to tell from the camera, but there's a lot more Superfly wire. As you can see, it's pretty widened out, spaced out, the lines. And if you look at the Superfly 2, there's a whole lot more. So that could be the reasons why the toe box could have been raised a bit. And this is the first Superfly with the sense studs. Basically, these studs, the round things right here, they come out a few millimeters. Not too much of a difference, but to give you more grip on the ball, especially on wet surface. But these are firm ground, so basically you can use these for firm ground, soft ground. I've used these on turf. They're okay. These two won't work, but it's still usable on artificial turf. And one great thing is that, again, the carbon fiber is much stronger now, but the bad thing about that is, again, it's harder to break into. It takes longer. It's a lot stiff. And yeah, this is probably the first Vapor or the Vapor line to include little studs in the front. little grooves to help you grip on the accelerate more, I guess. And yeah, the shoe itself, they for the upper colorway, they I forgot the name for it, but they just made a different color inside so that you have more visual awareness of your teammates who are wearing these. But again, it's just all advertising. Advertisement doesn't really help. And yeah, once you break into these, they're very comfortable. Performance-wise, I have to say they're pretty much the same. Weight-wise, these are a bit, they are lighter, so I find these a bit more comfortable for me. But again, they're both great shoes. And yeah, oh yeah, these retailed for, I actually don't remember. Oh, I think $249, I think. Yeah, I could be wrong. It's a few years back. It's 2 years ago they released it, I think. 2 or 3. These retail for $2.99. That's when they started hitting back to the $2.99 mark. And then, or was it $3.99? I think it's $2.99. Yeah, $2.99. And then from the Superfly 3s, they became. Oh yeah, they're $2.99 regardless. They're both $2.99. Yeah, my bad. I was thinking of the SL versions. I believe they were $3.99. Yeah, they were $3.99. Only because I actually don't know why. It was probably because they were it was the first shoe to use carbon fiber. Anyways, performance-wise, again, between these two, the Superfly 1s and 2s, I would probably stick with the Superfly 1s, only because they were cheaper, more valuable, I think, but these are, again, more durable. Okay, so the Superfly 3s, again, oh wait, for the bag, it's the same bag, it's the same duffel bag, single pair for each shoe, so you get 2 in each for a pair, obviously. But Superfly 3, they started changing it up, just putting in this duffel bag. A bit more cheap, I believe, but it's okay, it's still nice. It's probably more comfortable this way, so that you don't have to carry these two things around. It's more for show. Anyways, back to the shoe itself. This is I can't remember what release this was, maybe the 3rd release or the 4th release colorway. But anyways, this is probably the 3rd or 4th, yeah. Anyways, this is the Superfly 3s, and I have to say, these are a bit softer than the Superfly 2s, but the material is thinner, but it's thick, it's more hard, yeah. And again, this is probably the hardest shoe that I've ever had to break into. Like, I don't think I've really broken into them yet either, because I've been using them for 3-4 months now. Just to feel in discomfort. It's like, as you can see, it's wide in the mid 4-foot area, but it's quite really narrow in where your arc is, your midfoot, your right in the middle of your foot. It's quite narrow compared to the other ones, so it's a lot harder to break into. But it's still. But out of performance-wise, I have to say these are the best out of all the 3. Even I have to say, I think you have to sacrifice comfort sometimes for performance, and exactly that's what this does. Only because the material, the toe box is lowered again, so it's basically up to par with the Superfly 1s, and the traction, it's the same pattern as the Superfly 2s. The carbon fiber again is reinforced a lot stronger. I think there's a few more layers to it now. That's what they say, but I think it is too. It's a lot more stiffer at first. The sock liner for all 3 of them are the same, and it's just a thin sock liner, really not much of a comfort thing. Durability wise, these are probably the most durable Superflies or Vapor or any of them. I played these for turf, non-stop turf, and you can see usually if you play on turf with synthetic shoes, they scratch up a lot, but as you can see, it's only just a bit scratch. 6 months on turf, and that's pretty good, I have to say. I haven't cleaned this once. Oh actually, then again, that's scuff marks there. So, but on the outside, it's not bad. And yeah, Anyways, durability wise, these are the best. Performance wise, these are the best. But comfort wise, I have to say Superfly is the one. So out of 3, I would have to say, if you had to choose one, you get the Superfly ones because they're more for the money. I find these Superflies for $2.99 way too expensive. They really shouldn't be that expensive. I don't know why they are that expensive. But anyways, so I recommend these. I recommend all 3, but and just comparing between them. So I would, if you had to choose, I'd probably get the Superfly ones first, and the Superfly 3s, and then the Superfly 2s. They're all great shoes, but they do have their advantages and disadvantages of their own. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the comparison video, and more reviews will be up. There will be a video up of the Superfly 3 versus the Vapor 8s, and maybe if you guys want Superfly 1s versus the Vapor 8s, and yeah, and the full review of the Vapor 8s will be out soon. And then yeah, stay tuned and subscribe.